Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be summarizing World War II, Part 1. World War II was a war that started in 1939, but the Axis powers leaders came to power long before that. So, this video will be talking about the years leading up to World War II. First, Italy. They were part of the Allied forces of World War I, and the Allied forces won. They expected to get lots of territory, but barely got anything. And they also had a bad economy. So when someone named Benito Mussolini came along and said that he could save Italy, a bunch of people supported him. In 1922, the King of Italy made him prime minister. Then, 3 years later, he established a dictatorship. Now let's talk about Germany. Germany lost World War I, along with Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire. And they had to sign the Treaty of Versailles, which made them lose a huge chunk of their territory, reduced their men to only 100,000, couldn't have an air force, and to top it all off, they had to pay a huge amount of money to the Allies that they didn't have. But, just like Mussolini, when a man named Adolf Hitler with a funny mustache said that he could fix Germany, everyone started to support him. But in the 1932 presidential election, he lost to Paul von Hindenburg. But Hitler had a plan. He knew Hindenburg was old and his health was declining, so he asked for the president to make him chancellor, and so he did. His plan was really just to wait for the president to die and to get to rule Germany. And it happened. In 1934, President Hindenburg died, and Hitler was the leader of Germany. And just like Mussolini, he established a dictatorship. Now let's talk about the last of the 3 main Axis powers, Japan. First, let's rewind to the 17th century, when Japan had isolated itself from the rest of the world. And fast forward to the 19th century, the Western powers, like the US and the UK, forced Japan to trade with them. However, most of the resources were going to the Western powers and not Japan. Japan also didn't have that many natural resources, and so they decided to take control of the Korean Empire. And then they went to war with Russia and China, and got a bunch of territory from them. Back in Europe, Germany wanted to get more territory, so he took Austria, and surprisingly, no Allied troops came. Next, he wanted the Sudetenland, which was an area of Czechoslovakia with lots of ethnic Germans. And so the Allies had Hitler to sign the Munich Pact, stating that he may take over the Sudetenland, but not the rest of Czechoslovakia. A few months later, Hitler invaded the rest of Czechoslovakia. What a great move you made there, Chamberlain and Lebrun. Italy also wanted to get more territory, so they took control of Abyssinia and Albania. Even Japan wanted to get in the action, so they took over more of China and pushed past China's capital at the time, Nanking. And that's it for part 1. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.